Congratulations on the win, Coco.
Thank you.
On paper, straight set victory. Got a little interesting in the end. Last time you were out on our desk, you gave yourself a D grade. What grade are we giving ourselves today?
I'll go B minus. It was a little bit better today, given the conditions. It was a bit windy, so it wasn't like winning the points the prettiest way, just because, especially on the far side of the end of the court, it was just a lot to try to hit a winner. But overall, I think, those are, the days like this, you kind of just try to manage how you can.
Coco, since you did make improvements from the previous match to this match, what does that process look like? Is it just coming out and just trying to play your best that day, or was it specific to the previous match?
Definitely specific to the previous match. I felt just playing with a bit more margin and trying to be aggressive when I could. And, honestly, today I felt like it wasn't needed. Sometimes last time I played her, I felt like she dictated a lot of the rallies. And, today I was really kind of trying to let the court work for me. I feel like the court is a bit bouncier. So, you kind of can't expect to hit a winner sometimes because it is a bit slower. So sometimes you think it's a winner, it's not. So I think just trying to be patient and not out-hit myself.
These draws are so brutal out here. You played Maria at the end of the tournament last year. Here it was at the beginning of the tournament. Yeah. Those moments at the end, that can make a huge difference. Maddie was up match points in the second set. All of a sudden, she found herself in an almost 3-hour match. Being able to close it out the way you did, can those moments like that make a difference in the course of the event?
Yeah, definitely. My first round match, I was up by like 4-0, I think, and had a few match points and ended up being a third set tiebreaker. And so I was a little bit thinking about it today. So I was like happy to close it out at 5-2. But yeah, definitely towards, the end of the tournament, just knowing that confidence that you're able to serve out or close out those moments will help you, I guess, later down the line.
At a tournament like this, Indian Wells, a lot of people here, a lot of sponsors. You do promo shoots, brand shoots, stuff like that. You got a chance to be on the Tennis Channel airline. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was really cool. Whoever came up with that concept definitely deserves a raise. I wasn't expecting that, and so suiting for our sport considering we're all on the plane at more times than probably on the court at times. So it was cool, and I enjoyed it, and I had a pretty good time, and I saw the final product, and it was great.
Awesome. We saw some of the stuff that the players were doing. I gotta say, I bought the whole thing. I bought the whole thing, and I know you said you may or may not dabble into the acting at some point again, but I bought it.
Okay,
I bought
great.
it. Listen, you're one of the few athletes in the world, a variety of sports who have their own signature line, but some of them, they cross over. It's not just for sports. So if someone is rocking a pair of CG2s out there and they're doing it for casual wear, it's like the best thing that goes with like a pair of CG2s.
Probably jeans and stuff. So right now we have a mid, and we may or may not have something coming out later that I can't disclose. But for those, that's you get it here first on Tennis Channel. Keep your eye out for some maybe a new type of CG2 later in a few weeks. So, but yeah, I think for me the ones I wear on court, they're mainly for performance, but you can rock them with jeans, or like for me, like I like to wear the high socks, so high socks and like a mini skirt. But for those who don't want another option, keep your eyes peeled, and we may or may not have something cooking.
That's awesome.
It's big news.
Breaking on Tennis Channel. What's that creative process like for you, Coco?
Honestly, but for me, like, it's just trying to make the shoe, like, my inspiration was basketball shoe, which is why we went with the mid. But just trying to make it like look good and also perform well. So I remember with the CG1, it took like 2+ years to kind of make it work. And this one, obviously, they have like better technology and things like that. So it didn't take as long to develop. Yeah, so I think for me, it's just they kind of handled the colorways and all that, just because that would be a lot to find a new color every week. But definitely with the model of it and everything, I had some input with that too.
Could that cross over at any point into any kind of fashion designing somewhere down the road?
Yeah, there's some things in the works that.
Oh man, we're getting all this good stuff here.
I don't want to jinx it because it's not confirmed yet, but there are some things that we're trying to cook up, but that is not confirmed yet. So I'm actually praying for that to work through.
Okay.
Sending good wishes.
Manifest it. Speak it out into existence.
We can.
You're friends with a lot of the American players on tour. It's a pretty close-knit group. You called out Jessie Pegula for not responding to your texts in Dubai. Who are the best and worst texters on tour?
Worst, probably Jess and Ben are probably tied for first. It got to the point where like Jess, that was weird because she invited me out and didn't respond. And I was like, okay. Ben usually like you invite him and he probably won't respond. And then when you do something without him, then like the next day he's like, okay, so what are we doing? And it's like, okay, you should have responded. So yeah, I would say those two are tied for first. Yeah, and then best texter. Definitely Chris Eubanks. I feel like as soon as I text him, I get a response back like 2 seconds later. And then on the women's side, best texter, I'm gonna go with Des Kryjak. She's like pretty good. I call her Mama Des, so I'm on her emergency contact list. But yeah, I would say those are two are the best.
She has your location.
Yeah,
set on her phone.
yeah, she's very protective over me.
Are you sticking to texting, or are you just like, you know what, I'm done with it, just FaceTime the person?
No, I'm definitely a texter. If somebody calls me, I'll decline the call and act like I'm busy. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I don't like talking on the phone. It's like, if we can talk through text, let's answer through text. I hate when people call me for stuff that can be answered on text.
Okay. What's the group chat groups? Like what's who are in those?
So we've had a couple. We had a United Cup group chat from that crew. We've had Olympics group chat. Chris, Ben, and I are in one. Who else? Des and Danielle and I were in one. So yeah, there's a few of them that I'm in. None of them really like kind of live on after the whatever event we were at. But you know, when we all see each other in person, it's cool.
Oh, it's a good one. I mean, if you're on this subject here, memes is like a love language. So who's dropping the best, most fire memes into the group chats?
Oh, who's like a GIF? Honestly, I don't really think any of us send like GIFs or any memes. Probably just me because I'm the one on TikTok the most. So that, but yeah, no one really sends like GIFs or anything like that. But yeah, I think I would say me just because I'll send a TikTok or two or something like that.
What was the meaning behind your latest TikTok, the anxiety one?
Oh, I just love Doechii.
Okay.
Yeah, she's from Florida. I'm from Florida. I've been on like the Doechii train since like for a while now. So it's cool to see everybody else hopping on it. She's awesome.
Awesome. You're awesome, Coco. Always appreciate spending some time with you. Congratulations on the win today. Hope to see you again, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.